there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone. Halfway up the bleachers. Down the line. It will. It is on the head. Encarnacion. First pitch swinging. Deep right center. First pitch of the 10th, and it's a two-run homer.
What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel, and today we got the blue lights again. Unfortunately, the Giants are not able to win because we gave away the starting pitcher before the game. But we're going to have to definitely talk more about the insane trade that took place today. Kyle Harrison warming up, probably is doing his routine, and they said, Kyle, can you step into the office real quick? He's got to be thinking, what's going on? What could this be about? You've been traded to the Boston Red Sox, and that trade, obviously, other guys, Giants lose as well, but it brings the San Francisco Giants a star player in Rafi Devers, so that is amazing. But losing the pitcher meant we had to start someone else. It was Sean Jelly. Jelly did pretty well, kept it close through 4 or 5 innings, but eventually you bring in Walker, things fall apart. Giants end up losing this one 5-4. Another one-run game. Unfortunately, this one a loss. But let's see who's in the chat. I see people talking. Jelly is not a starter. Well, it was his first start of his career, so I guess he's not usually a starter. Think Walker probably blew it for us. Still should have won. No excuse. Anything cool happened today? Yeah. Something crazy happened. I don't know if it's cool. It's an opinion, but Wolf has all the inside scoops. What's going on? Corona. Jason, thank you for sending me that breaking news. He was on top of it. Jason Corona is on top of the breaking news. Will Clark said mandatory batting practice in 23 because nobody was hitting. All right. We're going to break down today's game. Look what's on deck. Unfortunately, Giants lose this series, and it's definitely not a good thing. You wanted to go into LA and show this team that the Giants are for real. They won the first game. Yesterday got blown out, and today at a close one that the Giants should have won. Couldn't quite get it done, but there was a couple exciting moments. But to answer the question, who did the Giants trade away? What prospects? That's the one thing that worries me about the entire deal is the price. I love. Don't get it twisted. Like I'm a big fan of Kyle Harrison. Hated to see him go, but also James Tibbs III. That is the Giants' top draft pick from last year. That's our first round pick. That is not an easy thing to trade away your first round 13th overall pick. Not even a year ago, we drafted James Tibbs, and he could go on to have an amazing career. He could be a bust. He could maybe never make it to the big leagues. We don't know what's ahead, but he's definitely got the talent at Florida State. He was an absolute machine. I was excited about this pick, but instead we're going to get a big league ready talent who we know is a big league player, who's a 3-time All-Star, and he's going to be here for the foreseeable future. So I understand the move. Also, right-handed pitcher Jose Bello, who's like in rookie ball. He's very low minor leagues, but got some good stuff. And, of course, Jordan Hicks and Kyle Harrison. What's going on, Zach? The Cali Okie connection. Bob Granelli, where do you think Dvers is going to play? I mean, he'll play at third until obviously Chapman's back, and Chapman's a third baseman, and that's all that is. So he's going to have to go to second or first. I heard Kyle was optioned to AAA. I did hear that as well on the broadcast, that he'll be heading to AAA Worcester. You know, Eric gets pissed off with me. I get the same way with Ryan Walker. I feel that. I feel that. See, this is what I'm talking about. It was not an act. If it was an act, you wouldn't care what I was drinking. But you want to know. Bobby was optioned to AAA. Harrison had an unknown first rounder for Dvers for a top 5 hitter for 7 years. I'm taking Dvers. Exactly. It's an unknown first rounder for a guy who we already know is a big leaguer, an all-star, a superstar. So it's a no-brainer, even though I hate to see a guy like that go, our first round pick from last year, James Tibbs. Although he does have a little bit of experience. I mean, it's not like we haven't seen him at all in the minor leagues. We've seen him play a little bit, and he hasn't, I don't know, he hasn't absolutely lit it on fire. He was really good last year in San Jose, but then he got promoted to Eugene, and it wasn't so great. This year in Eugene, he's hitting 245. He's got 12 home runs, though, and 200 at-bats. The potential's there. He's hitting well, but he's not tearing it up. He's not lighting the minor leagues on fire. So it just remains to be seen what the future holds for James Tibbs III. But he will be, whatever it is, it's not going to be in San Francisco unless we get him back somehow. How many times has Walker pitching resulted in a loss? Walker came in and we lost the lead. We lost the lead because of him. Eric, check the email. Ah. For some reason, the image is not loading that you sent me. I don't know if that's what it is, but I will keep an eye out for that for sure. Bob Granelli, it's ice. Tibbs was heating up in Eugene. Corona, don't pull a Logan. Devers is definitely a huge upgrade, but where would he play? First, competing with Chappie? I'm guessing he's going to end up at first base. Jesus, don't y'all want to win? I'm usually the one saying tank and sell at the deadline, and I feel like I'm the only one happy here. I thought I was pretty happy about it. I said, sad to see Tibbs go, our last year's first round pick, but that doesn't mean I'm not happy about the move. I'm very happy about the move. We just got a freaking superstar player, an all-star caliber player. He was an all-star last year, not some washed up all-star. I mean, a current all-star, potentially this year as well, and one of the biggest names in baseball. So I would say I'm extremely happy about it. Will I be happy about it in 5 years? We'll have to wait and see. None of us might be happy about it. We don't know how these trades work out. We don't know how Tibbs is going to work out. But we do know that we just got one of the top dudes. And Devers on the top 100 list coming into this year. MLB Network does this every year, right? Top 100 right now. I guarantee Devers is top 20, top 25. There he is, 21. 21st best player in baseball. And the Giants, we had higher than anyone else, any of the Giants. Adames, Chapman. Now, this list is not like official, but still, it's interesting to see that. Giants have their star. I don't know if I'd go all there. A very expensive DH. I guess, yeah, he'll be doing a lot of DHing. But, yeah. We still got to talk about today's game at some point in time. Eric is trying hard to connect anything I say to the character. You're the only person who I take a drink of and they ask, what am I drinking? That is you. It was not a character. I'll never believe it. No Logan here, just communicating with the man. I hope no bye-bye Flores. Giants trades are nobody's off limits. How old is Devers? I'm going to say 29. 28. 28, even younger. 28. I was ecstatic with the trade. I'm just concerned him not wanting to play different positions. Good to hear I'm not the only one. San Jose, I think he's 32, no 28. Look at the top hitters. Play-by-play with Rafael Devers' first game as a Giant. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. I will do my best. It wasn't an act. That's all I know. That's all I know. So the Giants did not win today, though. And honestly, I kind of thinking like, did they have to? I mean, I guess if you're going to do the trade, you need to do the trade and not just like, well, we're going to use Kyle Harrison for one last start. But it's just crazy how the timing worked out. You would have thought they could have waited till tomorrow to make it official. But then again, if he's gone, you might as well tell him as soon as you know. So Kyle Harrison got traded right before the game, which meant we had to start Sean Jelly with his first career start. And you know, he threw 3 2/3. He got to the fourth, gave up a couple runs. But Tommy Edman went deep in the second. They also scored a run. I think it was a sac fly in the first. Who hit that sac fly? That was Andy Pajes with the sac fly, and it was 2-0. But then in the fourth inning, the San Francisco Giants take the lead. Christian Koss with a base hit and a triple from Jung-Hoo Lee made it 3-2. Bottom half of the fifth inning. At that point in time, the Giants, by the way, Joey Lucchesi pitched today, and he wasn't even on the roster. I was like, what's going on? What's happening here? Who knows who's going to make an appearance? Joey Lucchesi must have been on the Taxi Squad. Anyone watch that show, Taxi? So Joey Lucchesi comes in, and Andy Pajes goes deep with the big fly. When, Lucchesi came in, then Ryan Walker came in, and that's when Andy Pajes went deep off of Ryan Walker, making it 5-3. Giants did add one on a solo shot from Daniel Johnson, his first home run as a Giant, but it wasn't enough, and they end up losing 5-4. And that's the recap brought to you by Corona Accounting Solutions. I heard that the Boston plane had to be turned around in Seattle because they were about to take off when the trade happened, and Dvers had to get off the plane. What? Wow. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. I would have thought that you would just fly once the plane takes off. That's it. You're going where you're going. Obviously, unless there's problems with the plane, you're going where you're going. And from there, then you personally got to jump on your flight or make arrangements to get where you need to go. I wouldn't think they'd actually turn the plane around because of one dude. But that one dude is freaking Dvers. Giants want him ASAP. Anyone care to confirm? And I'll let the others watch the deviation. What are we confirming? The game was definitely a loss. We got Alexandria. Jelly did well. He thrust us into his role last minute. Started rough, but settled in. Once we took him out of the pen with shaky damn Walker, that home run hurt. Tough to lose this one because we didn't have our starter, and you thought, well, maybe we could pull one out anyway, and it didn't happen. 5-4, the Giants lose. Good pitching today from Dustin May. 6 innings, 3 runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, 6 hits. Vesia pitched. Kirby Yates pitched. Tanner Scott pitched. Talk about, Kirby Yates, 38, number 38, age 38. He's been around for a long, mother effing long time. But all we care about now is getting back home, and we're actually going to play the Red Sox, interestingly enough. What are the odds the Giants make a trade with the Red Sox and are about to play that very team? And so Devers will get to play his old team. And I guess Harrison's in AAA. I guess Hicks will face his old team. And so tomorrow's a day off. We're here on June 16th. And then Cleveland comes in for 3. And then 3 against those Boston Red Sox. Isn't that crazy? Day off at home, 3 against Miami. So big homestand coming up here. We will check out the standings and we'll check out this 999 super chat. The Mecca, feeling great after visiting the Hall of Fame yesterday. Tough loss, but still liking the direction we are going. Amazing that you went to the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. Holy Moses. I couldn't imagine. I'd be overwhelmed. I'd go on overdrive there. I'd just be like, cannot compute. Just too much stuff. Giants are liking to do these days is a tad disturbing. Steve T is here. Let's hope the Bo Sox aren't getting revenge for the Pablo Sandoval signing. Oh my God. Given that Hicks wasn't part of the trade, that was part of the trade. Do you think he was on the IL with a phantom injury just to try to rest his arm to make it more enticing to Boston? I don't think so. I didn't think about that. I didn't. Any thoughts on Paul? New York Mets put the pride flag on the jumbo screen while playing that. I did not realize that was a controversy. I did not hear that. I didn't just first time hearing it. That's yeah. That's kind of a strange time to put the pride flag on the jumbo screen during the national anthem. And no disrespect. I mean, it would be a weird time to put any flag other than the United States flag, right? During the national anthem, you're not going to put any flag. It would be a weird time to put any flag. It would be a weird time to put the Humm Baby Baseball flag. We don't have a flag, but if we did, that would not be the right time to put the Humm Baby Baseball flag. So it's nothing. It's no disrespect. It's like that's not the time to put that. So I'm not surprised that would be a controversy. But it also doesn't surprise me that they would do that. I'm not going to lie. I was pretty teary and choked up through most of it. Oh, man. Hall of Fame. Now I can hear you. Was I not work? Was my audio not working? I think you said you had turned it down. Humm Baby Baseball flag sounds like a good idea. I would possibly purchase the Humm Baby Baseball flag. Humm Baby, don't be shy. Just say it. America above everything else. I didn't say that. During the national anthem, that's the whole point of the national anthem. They don't have to play it. I don't care. Don't play. They don't. But they play it before every game. You're gonna play the national anthem. We all know what that's about. It's your country's national anthem. It's a patriotic thing. Whether I don't care. Don't play. But I mean, am I personally offended that they want to play? I don't. Not personally. I don't really care. But I mean, that's not the. It's a weird thing to do, and obviously people are not going to take that well. But no, I wouldn't say America above everything else. With that trade today, for sure, don't think we're going to see Bryce Eldridge on the Giants this year. Oh, man. Maybe we'll see him in September. Well, let's see if you can make it a full year. It's been 2 days. Don't need to see the dumb pride flag. Paul. Humm Baby, I respect you too much. Don't bend the knee to the gay mafia. I know your man base is 99% gay. But USA first. I never bend the knee. I tell you how it is. I tell you straight up. Okay? I don't know what to say, man. Is it a bit much that we got the rainbow logo for an entire month? I would say so for a baseball team, but that's beyond my my pay grade. I don't make those decisions. So I respect everyone. I've always been all about everyone having the same equal rights as everyone else, but at the same time, having the rainbow for a whole month as your baseball logo, okay. Giants, you do you. I'm still going to support you. Let's go. They got kids pledging allegiance to the pride flag in school. I've seen it on the news. No surprise. You do you, boo-boo. Madrid. I've been to Madrid. People are like, you ain't never been to Madrid. Dude, I've been all over. Spain, Italy, Iraq, Kuwait, South Korea, Texas, Loretta. I'm just responding to the comments. No pride hate from me. Just my personal opinion. How you feeling after that? That's why you can't talk about things, Oh, people are going to be not going to like it, but only Jenny liked my PFP emoji idea, sadly, I guess. How you feeling after only taking one? Not good, Tim N. Not good. Jennifer Sanchez, what part of the world did you like best? Today's stream's going off the rails. I like South Korea quite a bit. Really enjoyed my time there. Don't even need a car. They got great public transportation, little train system, very efficient, no stopping. It's preferable to driving. Now, I couldn't do that here. We don't have the transportation system in the United States. But like in Korea, I don't even need a car. Hope Casey Smith will be good to go Tuesday. Yeah, I saw that. Hopefully he'll be okay. Who even cares that we didn't win this series? Long season. We got arguably our best hitter since we had Barry Bonds. Yeah, we'll check out for updates on Casey Schmidt. Rafael Devers, there's the Giants post. That is insane. Out of nowhere, like nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw this coming. The only way this could, the only thing could go wrong here. Devers has consistently been who he is. Hard to imagine he's going to come over here and suddenly turn into, Wade Jr., all due respect, hitting 100. I don't see that happening. But what I can see possibly happening is, he could decline as he gets older in the next 2 or 3 years, and then Tibbs turns out to be a huge superstar. Then we could look like complete idiots. But until that time, who cares? It's all about 2025 and getting in the playoffs and making a run. You win a World Series in 25 with Rafael Devers, I don't care how good Tibbs ends up. The trade was good. Damn, I got notifications up the wazoo. What was I going to look for? Oh, yeah, somebody wanted an update on Casey Schmidt. No updates yet. Mr. Grand Slam. Casey Schmidt, quien ha estado jugando en la tercera base por los Gigantes de San Francisco, abandona el juego de hoy por contusión en el tobillo izquierdo. So what that means is Casey Schmidt, who has been playing third base for the San Francisco Giants, left today's game with a contusion of the left ankle. Okay? We are bilingual at the Humm Baby Baseball channel. I'd trade to get another solid bat, and this lineup is looking great. It feels like a possibility, but it's not probable. Devers is going to rake. $4.99! Wolf. 3,100. So you're on the Mets seeing Arizona and got traded. Do you stop mid-game and change sides or finish the game and then go? No, I think you would stop. You would leave, go to the clubhouse, get changed, and probably I think you'd probably go back to your hotel or whatever, or just go to the other clubhouse. But I don't think you actually go to the other dugout because that's just too much. But that's crazy. Yeah, when you're playing another team and you get traded to the other team. I think it's happened, right? Buster 101, you never see anything comes all behind the scene. Buster Posey ain't playing. Buster Posey just told Alex Pavlovic that he had been talking to Devers for the last few weeks and promised that they would get him out of Boston and get this deal done. Devers wanted to come to SF. SF. That's what I'm talking about. And Rafael Devers is from Sanchez, Dominican Republic. Okay? But the dude has been in Boston since his rookie year, 2017. Hit .284. He got MVP votes in 2019, led the league in doubles. 21, he made his first All-Star team, 11th place for the MVP. 22, 14th place for the MVP All-Star. He also has a couple Silver Sluggers. Last year he was an All-Star, 13th for the MVP. This dude's a consistent performer, and this year he has been consistently healthy. He leads the league in games played, leads the league in walks. 55 walks on the year. He's got a 400 on-base percentage. OPS just south of 900. This is what the Giants needed. We needed to boost the offense. Posey knew it, and Posey did it. Ryan Walker's still pissing me off. You're not a Ryan Walker fan? I hadn't realized. Madrid, Jennifer Sanchez, Paul, Tim in, Loretta, and everyone else. Bob Granelli. Feels almost like a win today, but it's not. It's a loss, so no music. This is just ice. Humm, I respect you too much. Oh, yeah, I saw that one. What else we got here? Harrison had to go. It was time. Hope we land Naylor. Buster also said they will figure out where to play him on Tuesday. He's currently flying into San Francisco as we speak. Yeah, definitely sad to lose Harrison. What's up, Justin Saw? But that's crazy. Turn the plane around. Turn the plane around! You know, or your other alternative is to just jump out the baby. You know, parachute up on out of there and catch the next flight wherever you land. I mean, that's your other option. You know, what's the guy's name? D.B. Cooper? Y'all know about D.B. Cooper, right? Only thing I can't figure out is why is there no movie? Maybe there is a movie. Why is there no movie about D.B. Cooper? Or is there? Oh, there is. The Pursuit of D.B. Cooper, 1981. Oh, yeah, that's like a comedy. Yeah. It's what it is! D.B. Cooper, amazing story. I'd like to think he survived. I'd like to think he survived too. But I don't think so. Unfortunately, usually the simplest answer is usually the correct one. Of course, he wasn't a good person. I mean, he hijacked a freaking plane and stole a bunch of money. But it is exciting to think about that maybe he did not die on that leap. They just showed today exactly why they need Dvers. Yeah. Dinner time, everyone, and as me as well. And I do have a couple of last minute things to do. My car, I've been repairing it for the last 3 days. My hands are, you can't really tell, but they are torn up. I'm sore. I'm having trouble moving. Changing out the control arms and the tie rods. A couple other parts down in there, and it was way harder than I thought. I bit off a little more than I could chew there. I bit off a little more than I can chew. But it's pretty much done. Stuck it to the man. You're not hidden or shadow banned. I see you. Night Corona. There you are. I think just YouTube just shadow banned me. No. Eric, can you read? Somewhat. Oh, can you read this? Yes, I can read that. Cali Okie Connection. Chardol. Bob Granelli. Definitely do a Denver game as a Giant. Cali, you missed Logan getting banned for 10 minutes last week. Oh, man. It was a glorious 10 minutes. What do we have here? I'm just messing with you. We have another freaking insect up in here. No, she's the Cali Okie Connection, not Cookie Connection. Let's keep our composure.
Come on, all right, everybody. That's what I'm talking about, guys. We've made a great effort so far. Let's just keep it up.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to keep our composure.
Yeah, blowing up my emails and thinks I'm going to believe it was all an act for the last year. Bull-oney. But if it was, that means that's a load off my mind. He said, "You're my hero." You know, I'm not your hero, dude. That was an act. Whew. The pressure is relieved. Need some CV axles for your 87 Corolla, but can't find any. You could try, I don't know if you ever tried like Facebook groups. You can find, like there's probably a Corolla group, 80s Corolla group, and then I find parts like that on my 88 40 Econoline that I need, because yeah, I know they don't always make parts for some of those older cars, but of course your car, that's an amazing, an 87 Corolla. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding? That is amazing. What color? We need to know. Go to Trader Joe's and buy the hands for your hands. Oh yeah, someone asked me about the finger. The finger is not good, but that made it that much harder to do the work I had to do. And I'm about to make a video. Pick and pull, yeah. I frequent there. That's also possible. Like you watch you work on cars like I do, and you watch the YouTube video, they always make it look like so easy, and it's so not easy every step. And they'll be like, okay, the next thing you want to do is you go ahead and just take out this bolt here. You give it a little tap, and it comes right out. It's never that easy. Instead, you got the hammer, screaming, cussing, blood coming down everywhere, and it just like you watch them on the YouTube, and they want to make it look so easy. Every step, simply place it in here. You might have to caress it a little. Caress it. You're sitting there freaking sweating for 8 hours. Get it in! Get it in! You finally get it in. Caress it. Eric believes that was real, so that's all that is, Ray. That's all that is. I do. Or find an old junker and find what parts that you save before it's scrapped. I hear that China's having a fire sale with their EVs. But yeah, I gone to work for the last 2 days plus on my car, and my hands are torn to shreds. I'm sore. It's put back together other than one small little part that I got to just throw on there. And I say that like it's going to be easy. You know, it's never easy. I used to drive a stick. I can drive either one. Right now I got autos. Wolf! No, I could never do stand-up. I could never do stand-up. I would be so nervous. Yeah, 3 to 4 years ago. So say it. No, you were never my hero. That was just part of the act. I never cared about you going to see movies. I didn't care about any of that stuff. It was all part of the act. Come on. Knuckle Busters! Eric is goofy. Stand up? Yeah, my friends used to tell me that in high school. But I know, like, how nervous that you'd have to. It's hard enough to give a speech just in general where you don't expect a reaction, but to go out and know that you got to make people laugh. I mean, that's insane. Like that the pressure and the stress. I'd be so nervous because if your jokes don't land, you know, then you're up there like a moron. I could never do it. Yeah. Dodger's gonna blow his arm out. Shohei's back. Yeah, my first car was a manual. Maybe someday I'll get one other one. I don't know. Well, it's been a long day. You never laugh? Don't be nervous. Oh, okay. That reminds me of something. Where did I see that? Can't remember where. It says, oh, I found it. I think I found it.
You know, I feel kind of bad, you guys. I promised my wife I wouldn't drink. Oh, don't feel bad, Peter. Oh, gee, I never thought of it like that.
I don't know if you guys heard. Yeah. He said, don't be nervous, man. I never thought of it like that. All right, Logan, everyone else, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the super chats. Hitting the like button, it's not registering. What's going on? They were a bit pricey at the time. No room. Devers trade stole the Dodgers Thunder. Very nice. No room for all my friends. Big fan of Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's pretty good sometimes. Some movies he's good. Some movies he's all right. It's what it is, man. Carson Weisenhunt's, I like him. Still with us, luckily. He didn't get traded yet. It's what it is, though. I'm gonna head on out. It's getting a little warm, getting a little hot. You guys have a great day. Let's turn it around. Let's get a nice day off, and let's take out Cleveland. Let's take out Cleveland, 3 games. Logan is here. Absolute act. Absolutely not an act, rather. Not an act at all. But I do appreciate you backing off and easing the pressure. Either way, act or no act, I like the regular version better. No spamming emails, no all caps in every video I put. I'm going to see the next movie. I haven't even gone to the movies, and I feel great about it. I do want to go see that new John Wick spinoff, but I'm not like in a big hurry. I pretty much know what it is. Let's be all the way real. We already know what it is. So it's going to have some awesome action and almost no story. We know how it is. But all I got to say to you, Logan, is... language warning. What the fuck? What does that mean? What the hell does that mean? And after today's game, Giants fall back to 41-31, but we're right there in the thick of things in a playoff spot. And the West, we can still take this. The West is still possible. It is still freaking possible. You play to win the game, so let's freaking go. Y'all have a wonderful one. Hit the thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. And we'll talk to Wolf 3100, Loretta, the Karaoke Connection, Jenny Vega, Paul. No, I don't believe it was a character. I believe that was you, but I believe you've toned it down, which I appreciated. Jim Thurkill's pissed off. Read my comment. Read my commit. Do it now. Does anyone think Farhan would make this trade? I don't. Hell no. Hell no. No chance Farhan makes this trade. You guys have a great day. Talk to y'all on Tuesday.
Here, there's a swing, and there's a high drive to left by Matos. Way back there. It's gone.
There, Cannon. Chapman to deep left field. It is gone halfway up the bleachers.